All right,
I
Zath, we
love
got a
it.
game. Why don't we check this out?
Yeah, we probably should get to the game, shouldn't we? That's kind of why we're all here.
That's kind of why we're all here. Let's have a look. Silk and Virtus, ladies and gentlemen. This is Asia, I believe, and it's Asia, right?
Asia's 2.
Asia's 2
Asia
and
number 2.
NA's 3 here.
Yes.
As we spawn into Land of Fire, Zath, talk me through the Silk lineup in green, the top of the map.
I gotta say, I'm excited. We are starting off with a Hoffman. With Lutyens.
Georg
Hoffman,
Hoffman, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, check it out.
Let's go. And a Cassard. And then we've got and an Henri 4, as well as defense. That's Miracle Shino AI. And then we've got a Hindenburg with range. I like range Hindenburg.
Yeah, I like it on this map for sure. I think there's some value there.
And we got a Petropavlovsk. That's Lyco Reco in unique upgrade. Petro. And finally, some letters in Vergon.
ZXC. We'll just call him ZXC.
Well, yeah, there you go.
All
right, tell us a little bit about the other side. Yes?
They have invested a lot of points in that Petro. Let's see what kind of work they get out of it. Now, Virtus, bottom end of the map. Let's have a look. Both teams running double destroyer, 4 cruiser, single battleship. Virtus's battleship is a Bungo, a ship that we had only started to see little dribs and drabs of coming into King of the Sea last year. I'll be very curious to see how they deploy this ship, how well it performs. Fronted by 4 cruisers. Let's start with Man with an RX-7's Moskva. Legendary upgrade here, 12-kilometer radar, of course. GM Schwartz's Henri Quatre headed towards the 10 line, where it will undoubtedly do good work. IFHE Henri Quatre. Ooh, check it out.
Yeah.
Getting good pin on those Russian decks.
Exactly.
Agent Tangerine's Howden Liu, unique upgrade. Probably going to play the inside straight, I'm guessing, here along the 6-7 line. Fronted by Cowboy's Cassard. Cowboy, one of the long-time competitive destroyer tournament players we see here on NA all the time, frequently in these events. Very much a torpedo build, as you would expect out of a Cassard. On his port flank, Cobra's Vampire Deuce, obviously going to move up here and try to play the cap. And all alone at Bzath, BP Fresh's Yodo. Very clearly set up with as a torpedo cruiser to receive whatever push comes down the 2-3 line.
Oh, absolutely. He's basically all in Torps except for slot 6 with the reload. And yeah, it's a good idea. Pack a punch. Why not? But that's a heavy gambit, though. They're basically just saying, we're going to win C.
I was going to say, Virtus basically betting the farm here on winning C. 6 ships from their lineup here headed towards the sea cap in and around this island chain, this archipelago that works the entire eastern half of the map. Vampire getting set up to try to reverse back into sea. Can see these torpedoes coming. Knows he's okay. As the Georg Hoffman plate going to look like he's going to try to mirror this move at the top of the cap.
Yep. And it makes sense to send the Hoffman to sea. It's got the Hydro, of course. So
now Hoffman's detection is, let's see, 6'4". So Cowboy's Cassard can't quite pick him up, but we aren't too far away. I expect him to draw some extreme hate when the time comes, as an early Moskva salvo there, going downrange on Lyco's Petro. Both teams bringing a 12-kilometer radar to sea. That's going to make for a whole big mess at some point.
Yep. Cobra's about to get into the cap. I'm waiting for that tripwire radar to pop. Chat's asking where my Atari is. I started with Nintendo.
I started with the 2600 many, many, many moons ago. Mom and dad brought a 2600 into the house when I was a kid. Lots of speculative Yodo torpedoes going out. Now, I'm going to look at this BP Fresh's build. Does he have direction fire? He does. So this is an RPF torpedo cruiser. That's an odd choice. No, I mean, it makes total sense for how they're deploying the ship. It's just not the sort of thing you would ever see, like, in randoms. But BP is going to get absolutely hammered over here shortly. He doesn't yet realize the amount of firepower that's going to fall on his head, but he will soon.
And now he's detected.
Well, say he's lit. His torpedoes are going to pass in front of soon, as the Bergonia shells are going to start falling in, and this is going to go badly. He does catch a glimpse of Destroyer soon.
Yep, soon pays for it a bit.
Another Bergonia salvo coming in.
Away.
Ooh, looks like it's a little astern, but he does take at least one big citadel there. The Henri coming around the corner, salivating. And here comes what has to be the reload boosted AP, and there it is.
Now it's his turn.
He dunks the entire first salvo straight into the ocean. Not led correctly
I hate
there.
when that happens.
Bounces most of the rest of it. Yodo's light cruiser armor holding up there.
I'm amazed he didn't like lose a turret or something, because the Yodo's turrets are just so weak.
They're very, very fragile. So now, very clear what's going on the 2-3 line. VERTUS rotating, I think it looks like the Bungo back.
Ooh.
They do pick up the Georg Hoffmann. He was really caught out there, and they bagged that kill.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what VERTUS is hoping to do, right?
Yep. First blood going to VERTUS over at the sea. The big 6-on-4 now becomes a 6-on-3 as they try to get BP Fresh's Yodo out of here alive. That's going to be no small task. He
does have this island going for him.
He does. He can't escape detection. Destroyer Sun's going to keep him lit. I was going to say ZXC waiting for this turn, knowing that it had to be made. BP's going to juke him a little bit, take a little bit of full pin damage, and then keep cruising. BP's a little behind the Henri there. The Henri, the other problem with those Japanese shells, right? The Japanese 152 shells are so slow. They have such weird shell velocities.
And I love it. I mean, Sun is just sitting in the B cap.
Just chilling.
Just telling BP Fresh where he is.
They bring Black Ribbon back to kind of keep this Henri honest. Working so far. Cowboys Cassard here has not yet run into Destroyer Sun. Small health advantage for VERTUS here in the early going. But they're at the risk of losing BP Fresh's Yodo here, as they have more or less cleaned up the area in the archipelago here in and around the sea cap. Now, Schwartz's Henri versus Hoshino's defense is going to be interesting here in a moment, I think.
Yeah, we always see the fun fight at the Fidget Spinner Island over here.
Yep, they do bag the Yodo, kind of not unexpected.
Yeah.
Henri is going to take one of these torpedoes. Those are big, hard-hitting Japanese torpedoes, and there it is.
Oh.
BP speaks from the grave and gets some revenge there.
Nice.
Hoshino, Schwartz staring each other down here. Oh! Big
Nice
hit up forward from the defense's guns. Can Henri match it? He can't. Doesn't get that there. Doesn't get any big hits there.
Funny torp. Blink, blink, blink.
Ooh, Henri kind of in a pickle here.
Oh, Schwartz is gonna...
Can he dodge all of these?
He's okay. He's
barely going to make it. He is going to manage to dodge them.
With no hydro. Impressive. Ooh, look back at A.
Yeah. Cowboy stepping in here, blocking these points. Cap lost to the opposing team, making sure that they can't hold on to it, or they're not getting points out of it right now. Now, Bungo versus Burgonia is an interesting duel, Zaf. Both of these battleships much more battle cruiser-y, not very well armored.
True. Very true. I'd probably give the edge over to the Burgon, though, especially in this particular engagement with his hiding away positioning already.
It's possible. You know Burgonia far better than I do.
Yeah, in the fact that the Bungo is not going to get any help from Cowboys Cassard, whereas Sun actually could do some like 20-point maneuvering and get his torpedo arcs on Black Ribbon's Bungo.
Now, Tangerine's planes here might be impactful. Cowboy and Destroyer Sun were basically proxy spotting each other through the island. If you remember Warships' mechanics, inside of 2 kilometers, regardless of all obstacles or anything that might block your vision, you will automatically detect an enemy ship at 2 kilometers or less. points and ship lead here for Virtus. 120 points and a holding. The B cap going nowhere. Both teams ticking up 1 cap each.
Yeah, Silk needs to find a way in. I don't know why Miracle's defense, he just decided to smoke. I mean, he's on Schwartz's Hydro. Maybe he didn't know that. He does now.
Miracle looking like he's going to... Oh, big Citadels there up forward. He's going to try and bring his single-fire torps to bear. See if he can win this duel. Schwartz is 100% going to go out here. Going to take the torpedoes and lose it.
Yeah.
But I think
But now
the
he's
AP...
broadside.
Yep.
Yep.
The AP to the Moskva means that it ends up just being a trade. No real gain there or loss for either team.
Yeah, I think that's one of the difficulties, though. It's really a loss for Silk, right? Because they don't have the pressure on CCAP anymore.
Yeah.
It completely frees Virtus up to redeploy their forces over there.
Yep. The Moskva can now basically... RX-7 can basically go anywhere he likes at this stage of the game. Nope. All the interesting action is going to probably happen around the B cap here the rest of the way. Silk's brought
Cowboy's got to find a way to do something as well as sit in the cap.
It's just as opposed to just hold the points back. Yeah. Yeah, right now, Black Ribbon's been doing all the heavy lifting over here, and now he's starting to come under fire from 3 different ships. The Bergonia's going to have his starboard flank in a minute. They brought the Petro, that's Lyco, back over, and the Hindenburg is also taking pot shots.
That's right.
Cobra's Vampire Deuce headed that way.
Zeesbergon manages to actually get into Cowboy's torpedo arcs, which is kind of funny. He's pressing so far deep to try to get this Bungo and to get Cowboy pushed away. I guess it makes sense. Silk needs to do something.
Yeah.
So, fine.
It's on Silk to make a play here, right? They're 120 points down. They have to be the ones to break the status quo. All Virtus has to do is hold. Even if all they do is hold the B cap and don't let those points tick, they will still win this game eventually. It'll just be slow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now
if I'm
Cowboy's about to be in trouble.
Hindenburg. Why? Because of the Bergon?
Because the Bergonia is coming around the island and he is proxy spotted. And those torpedoes are going to land. He's going to land a couple here. Well, just the one apparently.
Just the one.
But he's got to break detection, and there finally another good-sized hit out of the Bungo.
From the Bungo, yeah.
Starts to put some serious pressure on ZXC.
Yep, and not only that, but Cowboy does go dark.
Yep. They've pulled Cowboy out. They're going to let them have those points for a minute. If they can pick up the Bergonia, if they can grab this kill on the Bergonia, and they're close to it, ooh.
Yeah, nice hit there.
That's a good, solid hit. Then that's going to feel really good. It's that they're not going to miss the points that they gave up by letting Silk tick up the B cap for a little while. Black Ribbon's about to run out of map. Cassard torpedoes coming in. He's got more shells going down. ZXC is going to take torpedoes and go out right here.
Yep. Good play by Virtus, and this actually is the reverse of what I was talking about before with the Battleship plus Destroyer support. Silk didn't take advantage of that opportunity and gave Virtus the same opportunity.
I love this Destroyer swap, Zath. They're pulling Cowboy out and rotating Cobra's Vamp Deuce over there. The Vamp is going to be a much better ship for contesting that cap. Now Gelbert's Hindenburg is pushing in. I think Silk is realizing it's desperation time.
Now, this is actually a play I was going to comment on earlier. I really feel like Gelbert's Hindenburg would have been better suited going through this channel while everybody else is looking at B and he's not detected. Try to get onto Agent Tangerine's side and just AP him to death. But it's too late. He waited until the Bungo essentially is gone, so now Virtus can just divert all their attention to him.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to survive to make this torpedo charge, and when he goes out, that will be the game. Those points should put Virtus over the top. Oh, no, only 40 points. Okay, so it's very close, but it will happen in seconds now.
You got it. I get set up for my death pick. So sad when you see naked ships.
Yep. Solid win all around. Virtus looking really good here in Game 1 on Land of Fire, Zath.
Oh, absolutely, yes. Absolutely.
All right.
2 kills for a man with an RX-7.
I still can't stop gushing. Like, I don't want to stop gushing about how cool it is to see some of these guys still out here playing competitive boats. It just makes me so happy. Makes me so happy.